Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. We've got Durant. Antetokounmpo is out there with Tatum. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Irving at the one.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Now, here is Irving. Mitchell passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Some nice passing here by the West. Now, Jokic back to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Giannis. To the inside. He doesn't hit that one. And the West will go the other way with it. Down low. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Doncic.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Durant finds Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Durant. Doncic outside. Over Mitchell. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
Mitchell with it. Back to Irving. Shoots the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic against Giannis. Doncic passes to Jokic. Over Mitchell. Jokic, no good. The East trailed by 3. Tatum kicks to Irving. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. With a step back. Williamson with the block.
And covering lots of airspace. Zion is tremendous at closing out on shooters.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Jackson comes in for Williamson. George is checked in for LeBron. And it's John Morant in for Stephen Curry. Now, here is Halliburton. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The West leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, I'm surrounded by talent. Guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect. And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
Thanks, David. Here's Morant. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. George finds Jackson. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards, doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
Brown feeling out a bit. Adebayo down low. Sabonis is there, and Adebayo throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now Morant, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Brown against Doncic. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Outside, George. Morant outside. Outside, Sabonis. From deep. Unable to get that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the West All-Stars up by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so in the game for the East All-Stars, they've got Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown out there with Holiday. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here is Holiday. Let's go. And it's DeRozan missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. It's stolen by Brown. 3-on-3. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaylen Brown. The West All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first free throw is good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The East trailed by 5. Brown outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, George. Back to Lillard. Embiid against Sabonis. From deep, George. That shot off. And it's the East going the other way. Doncic against Brown. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Brown. Outside Holiday. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Doncic against Brown. From 13. And he connects with the jumper. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Well, it's so easy to be excited about Doncic. A lot to like in his game, especially when he's sinking tough shots in the face of the defense like this.
Now here's DeRozan. The kick out to Brown. His three-pointers off the mark. The West leading by 4. Here's George. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Now Randall, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Brown finds Randall. Shoots over Markkanen. That's good from Randall on the assist by Brown. Randall's got his first basket.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Nobody near Lillard. The West again cannot hit. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 on the night on the wing. Brown. The second chance effort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the contest. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Markkanen. James comes in for George. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's John Morant in for Lillard. Halliburton's checked in for the East.
You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Morant. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's LeBron. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And that one hits back iron. The East leading by 5. To the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the East. LeBron outside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Morant. Five on the clock. Offensive rebound. Sabonis kicks to James. They need this. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
How about how well Sabonis uses his size there, powering right through the contact.
The East leading by 5. Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Morant with the steal. Pass to LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense knows they got to throw everything at James inside, but he still manages to power through it.
Here's Embiid, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. East All-Stars lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hi, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
For the East All-Stars, the first quarter, pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit.
They were able to take control in the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5.
And from what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars, Kenny, what's your take?
You know, everything talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on the West All-Stars.
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding easy looks. They may be tempted to switch things up in the second half, but I say stick with it. Force the other team to adjust to the way you play.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Zion Williamson is out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the 2. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. Now, Antetokounmpo after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. And the East leads by 7.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Doncic against Mitchell. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by the East. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Embiid dishes to Mitchell. It's up a 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, it's just a matter of outworking the defense there by Giannis, beating them to the glass and sending it right back.
The East All-Stars have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Markkanen, he's checked in for the West. Lillard comes in for Curry. And a switch here also for the East. DeRozan's checked in. And that one misses.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Irving kicks to Mitchell. Irving surveying the floor. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And another miss by the East. The West trails by 7. LeBron outside. Lets it fly. Misses off the left iron. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And it's DeRozan missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Got that one up quick. LeBron's got 5 minutes.
Well, I tell you what, you better track Bron all over the floor, or he's going to make you pay.
Mitchell outside. Lillard against Irving. Out to DeRozan. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. DeRozan's got his second basket.
You know what, guys? I really think they want to see more of that from DeRozan. You know, make that three-point shot a bigger part of his arsenal.
James against DeRozan. It's Jokic top of the key. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one.
Well, it's so much fun watching Jokic do his thing. I mean, he's not uber athletic, but my, is he skilled. He wows you with some of the passes he makes and some of the finishes he completes.
George is checked in for the West. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Luka Doncic. And then for the East All-Stars, Julius Randle comes in for Tatum. And Halliburton subbed in for Irving. The East leading by 6. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Mitchell. Lillard against Halliburton. Bounce pass on Antetokounmpo. Here's Randle. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic on top. Antetokounmpo defending. Jokic passes to George. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Inside. Randle with the bucket.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
The West trails by 5. Outside, George. Fires from the line. The rebound by Halliburton. George has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Halliburton passes to Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Jokic. The dish to Lillard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Off with the layup. The East leading by 5. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. No good on the free throw. The West making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Jaren Jackson comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Morant in for Damian Lillard. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Drew Holiday is checked in for Mitchell. That's off as well, so he misses both. The West trails by 5. Jackson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, George. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. East All-Stars ahead. They lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, DeRozan out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Irving. And it's Giannis in at the center. DeRozan's shot is off. And Morant's got the ball here for the West. And a wide open look for James. Connects from three-point range. James has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the West All-Stars. Outside Holiday. There's the pass to Irving. Back to Holiday. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target. And the West will go the other way now. Holiday against Morant. Back to Doncic. Morant outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a tie ball game.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Pass to Sabonis. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it back. Tatum. Some solid defense there from Jackson. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. In the corner, it's James. Out to Doncic to take the lead. And Tatum pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now, Doncic following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Doncic against Holiday. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Doncic against Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A leader in the locker room. DeRozan with a chance in a huge spot.
First, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Boy, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Jokic, he's checked in for Sabonis. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the East. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They trailed by 4. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the 4th. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
He just came out and really took over the game, mainly due to how aggressive he was attacking the defense off the dribble. They had no answer for him, and he knew it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
How many guys have bitten on DeRozan's pump fake over the years, but I do know it's a bunch of them, and because that fake is so good, it's a weapon for him.
Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Mitchell against Doncic. Over Mitchell. Doncic with the bucket.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're leading by 4. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mitchell. No good, shot missing. And it's the West taking it the other way. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
The maturation process of Doncic continues to be quite fun to watch. Welcoming any opportunity to get himself to the line. This guy likes the big moments.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
A prime-time player. Doncic loves these moments. All eyes on Luka.
That free throw is good from Doncic.
Fruitful trip to the line there. He's made this a one-possession game now.
And here is Mitchell. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Morant outside. Here's Jokic. James trying to free himself up. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth. The pass to Jokic. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Doncic. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're ahead by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Doncic. Over Mitchell. It's in!
You can tell that Doncic is comfortable with his role. I mean, that role is to score and score often. He has no problems with that.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Knocks down the 3.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
There's a calm to Kyrie's game. That should help him right now.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. So the East All-Stars win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.